And on this Friday, January 17th, 2025 edition of Newsmakers, a federal judge in Texas is allowing 3 other states to pursue a challenge seeking to restrict access to the abortion pill mifepristone nationwide. The states of Idaho, Kansas, and Missouri can now move ahead with their efforts in U.S. District Court in Amarillo, Texas. The states want the courts to prohibit telehealth prescriptions of the pill and to limit its use to the first 7 weeks of pregnancy. It's a narrower challenge than the case brought by a group of pro-life doctors. They were told by the U.S. Supreme Court that they don't have the legal right to try to have federal approval of the drug undone entirely. Israel's security cabinet has recommended approval of a Gaza ceasefire deal after Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu confirmed an agreement had been reached that would pause the 15-month war with Hamas and release dozens of hostages held there. The full cabinet is expected to approve the ceasefire, which could start as soon as Sunday. Mediators Qatar and the U.S. announced the ceasefire on Wednesday, but the deal hung in limbo for more than a day as Netanyahu insisted there were last-minute complications. The U.S. Supreme Court has unanimously upheld the federal law banning TikTok if it's not sold by his Chinese counterpart parent company by Sunday. Details from Ed Donahue.
The justices ruled the risk to national security posed by TikTok's ties to China outweigh concerns about limiting speech. TikTok has 170 million users in the U.S. A sale does not appear to be imminent. Missouri Republican Senator Josh Hawley says all is not lost for TikTok.
The president has the authority under the law to delay the sale or the ban, actually, by 90 days. I suspect President Trump will invoke that authority when he comes to office to allow a sale to go through.
President-elect Trump vowed that he could negotiate a solution, saying he has a warm spot for TikTok.
Because I won youth by 34 points. And there are those that say that TikTok had something to do with it.
And Trump says TikTok was among the items discussed in a conversation with Chinese leader Xi Jinping. Ed Donahue, Washington.
President-elect Trump will use a Bible from his mother as well as the Lincoln Bible for his swearing in on Monday. His late mother gave him the Bible in 1955 for his primary school graduation, signed by church officials and inscribed with Trump's name. The Lincoln Bible was first used at President Lincoln's swearing in 1861 and has been used 3 times since during former President Obama's 2 inaugurations and Trump's first one. A school division in western Manitoba has decided to once again include God Save the King in its school's morning announcements. The Mountain View School Division, which oversees schools in Dauphin, Manitoba, and the surrounding area, says the royal anthem will be included in announcements along with O Canada and land acknowledgments. Manitoba legislation outlines that portions of O Canada must be played at the start of the school day, and God Save the King should be played at the end of the day. However, the tradition has not been enforced for many years, with many school divisions abandoning the use of God Save the King. Mountain View School Division Chair Jason Gryba says while the legislation has become less prominent over time, it's still up to the board to uphold it as long as it's valid. And that's Newsmakers for this Friday, January 17th, 2025 edition. I'm Keith Black.